Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right there, 56. Watch the run. They're running it. Jim.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Rodgers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. 30. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Watch the slip again.
Now Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen down. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Stafford, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He gets this one to Johnson. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. On first down, Stafford here. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. No gain, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Stafford. Got a man. That's Allison. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set. Middle 20. Here we go, G. I got trick this side. Middle. We got 3. Small. 19's me.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a give, right side. Swift, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Stafford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendale as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Let's go.
Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess. 76 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Lions pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Monday. 52. Hey, wahoo.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, box drop. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, get away.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hey, Charlie! 56, Mike, 56! Tackles.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
65.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got 4. Middle.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
56.
To throw again. Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Double dog, that's the way. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Don't get nervous.
Rodgers now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Swift looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding a...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin the drive with Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. Let's go, at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
No, 258. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them 1 closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred.